Yeah, it's your boy Crypto Blood, and welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. It is August 28th, 2020. Shout out to my man, the Tech Geek out there on YouTube, one of my YouTube premium members. Haven't heard from him in a minute. DJ Khaled, Pop Star, featuring Drake. Thanks for that one, man. Hope everyone's doing well out there today. Welcome. Friday, yes, it's Friday, and it looks like we have some promise for us bulls out there in the crypto markets. Bitcoin has bounced off of those lows, and he's trying to make a new high here off those lows. We'll take a look at the details shortly. Maybe it's because of what this Visa exec said. Basically says buy Bitcoin as the dollar index nears $12,500 per Bitcoin. So this is pretty interesting because this exec was going in on the Feds from their announcement the other day. This is pretty interesting to see this happen. So he's saying buy Bitcoin. We'll take a look at the details and why he's saying this. Pretty self-evident, I know, but at least let's hear it from the horse's mouth. Also, we've got adjusted TVL metric. We're going to look at this because maybe this will help us understand how to assess our risk in the DeFi world. So we'll take a look at this one here, this metric, the adjusted TVL. That's total value locked. It's a metric to understand, or you at least should understand as you pick and choose which DeFis to buy. And lastly, out of AMB Crypto, we've got a nice, big, huge amount of Ethereum options expiring today. Does this mean a bullish move for Ethereum? We'll take a look at it. It's over like 300 and something thousand Ethereum contracts expiring today. Algo triggered a long purchase on Ethereum earlier this morning, so hey, maybe we're setting up for a nice move up in Ethereum. So we'll take a look at all three articles coming up on today's episode of My Two Satoshis. Let's get it. But before we start, if you guys find these types of videos informative, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to receive more videos like this. Let's take a look at the heat map today. We've got all green. It looks like Bitcoin up 1.8%. We've got Ethereum back up 3.3%, just below that $400 handle, trading at $394.26. Overall, as you can see, we are looking green for all the altcoins for the most part. EOS is up big time today, 5%. Back above that $3 handle, trading at $3.10. Atom up huge as well, 7%, trading at $7.68. Litecoin up 2.2%, trading at $56.83. Boom! Never heard of this one. Boom is booming. Look at that. Up. Come on, wait a minute, people. What is really going on here? Boom is up 177,000%. What the hell is Boom token? Somebody help me out there. I missed this one. I totally missed this one. Oh no, I gotta see what the hell is going on here. First self-burning cryptocurrency based on smart contracts. Boom token is a social experiment. Blockchain gives us the opportunity to create this deflationary currency, and the deflation mechanism is fully based on smart contracts. The basic rules are as follows. There were originally 1 billion Boom tokens in existence. Each on-chain Boom transaction completed, 1% of the transaction amount is burned. There will never be a newly minted Boom. What the hell? Oh my god, people, what in the world is going on? So it's basically an inverted curve of the supply of like Bitcoin and Litecoin. Interesting. And here are the exchanges you can get this on. But anyway, that's what we have going on today. Let's take a look at the technicals. We've got Bitcoin again making a double bottom here. Maybe that is a good sign. We're near the peak where Bitcoin spiked up on the backs of what Powell said, the Federal Reserve Chairman, and we made a huge reversal, but we're climbing back up. That's a very bullish sign to me. And if I draw this trend line here, we did break out right here. Okay, there's a breakout right there. So that's good news. We should now, if anything, just bounce off the backside of that and start heading higher. So we'll see though. You know, looks promising, I'll tell you that much. And before we get started, I am doing the Telos 1K giveaway today live this evening. You'll see when that's scheduled. I think I'm gonna do it around 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, somewhere around there, but I will be doing it live, so make sure you tune in to see if you actually won 1,000 Telos tokens. You still have time up until the time I go live to win. Make sure you click that link in the description below and follow the instructions. And we went live with the algo late last night. We made our first trade on Dudex this morning. Went long on Ethereum, as I stated earlier. So if you want to enjoy that for at least a month, make sure you click that link in the description below. Sign up, deposit your USDT. You got to deposit USDT. And email me at algo@cryptoblood.io. So let's take a look at what we've got going on here with Ethereum options. Yes, they are expiring today. According to the press time outlook of the Ethereum's options market, traders were buying more puts than calls. This was highlighted by the high put to call ratio, which at the time was touching 0.84. The same was a sign of rising bearish pressure in the market, with many investors speculating that the market may move lower or hedge in case of a sell-off. So just to give you guys an understanding, put options are a bet that the market are going to go lower. Call options is a bet that the market is going to go higher. So we got more put options or sell options than we do buy options or call options right now. That, to me, I think the market is wrong here. I think we're going to head higher from here, especially seeing what Bitcoin did with the breakout, shorter time frame. So if we do have more options on the put side, then there will be maybe an explosion upwards because of so many bears betting on the market going lower, and it didn't. It actually goes the other way. So there's going to be a violent move up possibly from this. We'll see, but I wanted to let you guys know that there are more puts than calls right now on Ethereum options. And so as I stated earlier at the beginning of the video, 314,000 ETH options open interest as of August 28th. That's today. So we'll see what happens, if anything, if this has an impact on the price of Ethereum and subsequently a lot of the altcoins in this market, right? So let me know what you guys think. Think we're heading higher or lower? Do these options even have a direct impact on the spot price of Ethereum or even Bitcoin? Let me know in the comments below, but I just needed to let you know what's going on there. TVL, let's take a look at this, and something you should really get your hands and start to get familiar with. Adjusted total value lock was a metric that helps put DeFi growth in perspective. The fundamental growth is not so impressive when you factor out the bull run. So let's take a look at that. A new metric published by DappRadar wants to paint a more reliable picture of how the decentralized financing ecosystem is growing. It's called adjusted TVL. The metric attempts to clean total value locked readings from any external influence, primarily price increases. And so we know that, or many of us probably know, that the total value locked is often considered a measure of the popularity of a DeFi protocol in the sector as a whole. However, measuring it in US dollars means that any token price increase will also drive up TVL, even though no new assets were actually committed to the protocol. Researchers noted that while this may reflect the metric in bull markets, it would also underestimate it unfairly during bear cycles. And DeFi Pulse, a website, allows viewing the amount of ETH, Bitcoin, and DAI locked in a protocol, but this fails to make or take into account any other asset that may contribute to the metric. On Aave, for example, the majority of the value locked is made of Lend, Chainlink, and centralized stablecoins like True USD and USDC. DappRadar's adjusted TVL fixes all assets in a protocol at their price from 90 days before. Any growth or loss in this adjusted value in a 90-day period can thus only come from net flows of assets and not their price changes. This is very, very critical. Adjusted TVL paints a slightly less optimistic picture than a face value reading would suggest. Out of the 7.3 billion in nominal TVL, adjusted TVL only accounts for 3.9 billion. This suggests that the remaining 3.4 billion simply came from price rallies of existing assets in the last 3 months. So interesting to know. And actually, it may seem like this is bad news. It's not. It actually shows us that this market is smaller than what it really is showing it is. So that means there is more growth to come. That's why I'm a firm believer that the DeFi wave is going to be the ticket for you to really increase your nominal holdings of Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency that you want to invest in, because it's going to continue to grow at a rapid pace, faster than Bitcoin and Ethereum and many other classic cryptocurrencies out there. I think DeFi is the way to go, and you need to really do your research. Start using this adjusted TVL to determine, which projects are still under the radar. DappRadar has a nice article about this, a nominal versus adjusted TVL. And I think this is something you guys, if you're serious about investing in DeFi, you need to know how to do it, how to calculate it, and what to do with it. So check this out. I'll leave a link to this blog post from DappRadar. And lastly, let's take a look at what Cointelegraph is saying about a Visa exec saying buy Bitcoin as the dollar index nears $12,500 Bitcoin trigger. A key bull trigger for Bitcoin reemerges as even a Visa executive pours scorn on the Fed and calls on consumers to quote-unquote opt out with Bitcoin. This is major. A Visa exec is saying this. Bitcoin is inches away from getting the same boost that helped it hit 12.5K earlier this month, data shows. So on August 28th, the US dollar index, or DXY, fresh from losses caused by a speech from the Federal Reserve, returned to crucial low levels. At press time on Friday, the DXY measured 92.28, its lowest since August 19th. At that time, the index had seen years of decline, with 92.17 marking the floor, which challenged precious lows from April of 2018. Safe havens, including Bitcoin, appears to benefit throughout the summer as DXY fell, gold hitting highs of $2,075, while Bitcoin topped out at 12.5K just 2 weeks ago. So as Cointelegraph market analysts said on today, a repeat performance was now on the cards. Thursday's speech from the Fed Chair Jerome Powell sent DXY tumbling after days of gains. The impact on the US dollar may in fact be the only meaningful takeaway from the non-event policy shift for Bitcoin, which many had already expected. So Andy Yee, Senior Director of Public Policy at Visa, tweeted this: "Never in the history of mankind was so much stolen from so many by so few. Opt out with Bitcoin." That's powerful, guys. That is insane. I can't believe a Visa exec actually said that. I had a meeting with a buddy I went to school with last week, and you know, he's trying to get his father into the whole Bitcoin and DeFi world, and they're really precious metals oriented, and he understands it, he gets it. It's just hard for some of the older generations to get it, that gold is fine to have, but if you really want to accelerate your dollar value of your portfolio, you got to have Bitcoin, because it's going to outperform gold, or I should say continue to outperform gold by a long shot. Tell your people, you know, got to get some Bitcoin. A little will go a long way. He went on to say that most people don't understand the latter, but it's simply put, Powell has shown that there is zero tolerance for deflation, so they will do anything to stop it, and that is good for the two hardest assets, gold and Bitcoin. Powell wants inflation, and I have to agree. Let me know your thoughts about that. Do you think that gold will do well in this new environment that Powell has set up and explained and spelled out on Thursday? And do you think Bitcoin will do even better? Let me know in the comments below. Do you have another asset that you think will do better than Bitcoin? I'll be hard pressed to find one. Let me know if you think there is one in the comments below. That's pretty much it for today though, ladies and gents. Shout out again to my man, the Tech Geek, one of my YouTube Premium members. Make sure you guys join that YouTube Premium membership. Just hit the join button on the Crypto Blood YouTube channel. For more details on that, I will be publishing the Jane Bond interview next week for all the public subscribers. Man, it was great. She really spelled out a lot for us. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to receive more videos like this. Holla!